when this was happening, like back home in Montreal, a lot of people were calling us biters and stuff, you know.
What the
And so it's crazy, bro, because we were younger. So at one point, it was getting to our mind, you know. It's like,
Mhm.
damn, we were kind of getting pissed because, you know, when you call somebody a biter, it's almost like you're calling him a liar, you know, something like
Right.
this, you know.
Right, right,
So
right. Salute to the subscribers, those that live beyond the cipher. I am your host, Illskillz. This is Beyond the Cipher, the podcast that shows the humanity in the superhuman. If you're new to the channel, please consider hitting the like and subscribe buttons. They cost you nothing. Today, for episode 30, Flow on Ice, we have from Finland, by way of Montreal, Quebec, a true ambassador of the Canadian scene. He's a director at Breaking Canada, and he represents the Sweet Technique crew. Bboy Vicious. Welcome to the show, Vicious. How you doing, my man?
what up, bro? Thanks for having me on the show. Beyond the Cipher. I like the title,
I
but
appreciate it,
that's
man.
good.
It's kind of like a double entendre, right? So we want to talk about things inside of breaking, but we want to talk also about things outside of breaking anytime we can. And also, the cipher is where we are, you know what I'm saying? And beyond the cipher, because it's like we had this tagline, show the humanity in the superhuman, right? The
Totally.
superhuman being the dancers who do these amazing things, physical things with their bodies, but they also have a human side that they really don't always get to share. You know
For
what I'm
sure.
saying? A lot of times
Totally.
people are just like, yo, Vicious is dope. I want to know how he learned, like how he executes a move. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But me being older, I'm in my 40s, early 40s, like, okay, you're dope, but I also want to know, like, what kind of person is Vicious? You know what I'm saying? What does he got going on in life? What has been his contributions? How does he see the culture? So on and so forth. I think that's a better conversation than how did he hit that air flare? You know what I'm saying?
no, for
No
sure, for
doubt.
sure.
But okay, so traditionally, I start by just asking, how did you get into breaking? But we have a bigger issue, Vicious. We got a big one. Shigekix at the Red Bull BC1 gets defeated by Flearock. And there's a clear line that gets divided down the breaking scene. Half of the people are like, oh man, he beat Shigekix. He brought that real B-boy in, that, you know what I'm saying, the essence. And the other half is like, damn that, Shigekix was killing those moves. This is today's breaking. I don't care if he brought out the air guns. Shigekix got robbed. Where
That's
do
funny.
you fall? Now I know this is your boy, so I don't want him coming after you if
No,
you know
no,
what
no,
I'm
no,
saying,
no,
if you
no,
don't
no,
side
but
with him, but how did you see that one?
no, no, but that's funny you say that. It's like a big issues for everybody except probably Flea and Shigekix. They don't, they're already over it, and people are still talking about it. But yeah, bro. I mean, like many sides. Like first of all, what's cool about that question is like I happened to be there on the spot, you know, so I got
Oh
to see
snap.
it like live and not
Wow.
over the footage. So like in every like jam, bro, when you see in footage, it's not the same feeling that in person, you know. Like as cliche as it can sound, like first of all, it was my first BC1. Like they invite me for the crew battle at the camp, so we were able to stay there until the world finals. So we're like, yo, let's go check it out, you know. And bro, when it happened, like we were cheering. Flea is like a like living legend, you know, for so many years breaking. So and it's funny how like being for so long in the scene, he was like the underdog, you know.
Right.
It's almost weird to say because he's been breaking for more than like Shigekix, and Shigekix should be the underdog, but I guess because it's Red Bull, they put it like, oh, Flearock is the underdog. Like, man, he's been there for years, you know. So anyways, a lot of people were like, "Ah, oh, he's gonna lose that battle. He's gonna lose that battle." Like, I'm like, okay, because the technique and maybe the big stage, but bro, on the spot, like seeing Flea, like bug out with the little gun stuff, just to see him bug out, and he was somehow with the beat, and you know that okay, this is the big Red Bull stage, but yo, he killed it, and the whole like place, bro, it was like a huge arena, like they were like standing up, you know, and and it was a moment even for us, like honestly, like even though it was the Red Bull, at one point you're just sitting and it's like, all right, like we're still watching breaking, and sometimes you just don't move, you don't react. But bro, on that moment we're like, I'm holding my bro, we're like, whoa, you know, like, so it was that vibe, man, for me. Like, and I don't take out on anything from Shigekix. He's my little homie too. Like, I know both of them on a different level. They're not like my close brothers, but you know, I know these guys. We talk and stuff, and I respect what they both do. You know, and yeah, like on the moment, yeah, my opinion don't mean nothing right now, because what happened is Flearock won that, and it was that moment. It was his moment, and whatever I have to say or whatever other people have to say, you cannot take that away of that moment. You know, that was not your moment; it's their moment between them. You know, so yo, overall respect to both of them. You know, they brought the heat, and like I said, I'm sure like they're already over that stuff. You know, like but yeah, for me it was like that, like yeah, even though there was a winner, it was Flearock moment, but I don't have favoritism on this, you know. It was just like respect to both of them.
Respect
Overall,
to both of them. And it's funny that you say that because I'm also I'm a b-boy but and not a rapper, but I'm a fan of that battle rap, and they have a term that they say on cam and in the building. And like they'll be like, "Oh, when you watch it back, you're gonna say such and such won, but if you was in the building, then you'll say the other dude won." Because you're right, there is a feeling of being there and the vibe of the room, and somebody who's been breaking and doing this as long as Flearock, they know it. They're like, they know how to control the crowd. They know how to present that that aura that you can only feel if you right there. So word up on that.
Oh, for real, bro. And it's not easy. Like again, like to not take credits on anybody, but you know, like let's say Flea was doing the gun things. That's it was a little bit like how do you say, like a theatrical, let's say, or like some gimmicks, let's say, you know,
Yeah.
without any disrespect. But see, like me, if I would start doing that stuff, like it wouldn't come so good like that, you know.
Right.
So I respect that game, like to brought that on the stage and pull it through, you know, because let's say I'm there, if me the way I dance, I start doing this, it would have come off all wrong probably. So I rather stick to what I know to do, you know. But that's what Flea knows how to do, to play around and like be spontaneous, you know. So respect to that too. Like even though people are like, oh, but the other guy was doing like harder moves or whatever, it's like trust to be able to come with that like character presence moment in the spot. It's hard too. Like it's your personality, it's you, you know. It's like not easy, especially with all that big stage and cameras and pressure, whatever, you know. So yeah.
And now we get to the traditional question. Vicious, how did you, sir, get into breaking and hip hop culture?
Yeah. Then, bro, this is like, it brings me way back, like, and that was funny too, because when you were younger, like you couldn't really hang out with the older ones. And that was like, I don't know, it was a little thing back then. And the older ones, they were like better in breaking, and they were like, they're the cool guys, you know. Oh, you know, the older brothers, they don't want to hang out with their little brothers when they are like, you know, stuff like this. It was something like this. And I didn't have older brother at that time. I mean, I do have, but
For more quality content from Beyond the Cypher with Illskillz, don't forget to press the like and subscribe buttons. Also, feel free to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Beyond the Cypher. Let us know how we're doing in the comment section, and to make sure you don't miss anything from the channel, smash that notification bell. We appreciate the love and support. Peace. Until the next episode.